Lena sits amidst the sea of textbooks and scattered notes, her space illuminated by the desk lamp. Her old Motorola phone buzzes insistently, displaying Victor. A flicker of hesitation crosses Lena's face as she stares at the buzzing phone. Her fingers hover over the answer button, a persistent reminder of her relationship with her estranged father. Lena arrives at Victor's house, its sterile neatness unsettling. Victor presents Lena with a neatly wrapped gift, a brand new iPhone. "You can keep it if you call me every Sunday," Victor declares. Lena accepts the gift, her cautious optimism tinged with wariness. Bathed in the ethereal glow of her new iPhone, Lena connects with her foster parents, their voices tinged with worry. Their words echo with past incidents, casting a shadow of Victor's dangerous tendencies. Dismissing their warnings with a hopeful smile, Lena insists, I know. But I think he's changed. Give him a chance." The foster parents respond with heightened anxiety. "We just don't want to see you get hurt, Lena. Please be careful." Sunlight floods the bustling coffee shop as Lena laughs, head thrown back in amusement. Across from her, Zane smiles, stirring his coffee thoughtfully. And then Victor tells me this ridiculous story about. Zane asks, "Victor? You mean the guy you talk to every week?" Lena replies, "Yeah, him. Hez, such a character." Zane leans forward, a concerned expression on his face. "I don't know, Lena. Something about that whole thing seems a little off to me." Lena stares at her phone, her face mirroring a sudden, painful realization. Guilt floods her features as she frantically types an apology, hoping for forgiveness. The screen casts an eerie glow on her face as she waits anxiously for Victor's reply. Lena and Zane share laughter and kisses under the sun, lost in their love. The warmth of their embrace belies the lurking danger, their joy a fragile shield against the shadows. Unaware, they bask in the present moment, their happiness a stark contrast to the impending storm. Under harsh fluorescent lights, Lena sits alone in the sterile waiting room, clutching her phone. The ringing pierces the silence. Lena answers, her heart pounding. A nurse's voice echoes. "We have a John Doe here, found unconscious in a parking lot. He matches the description of a Zane you may know. Has sustained severe injuries. We need you to come identify him," Lena whispers weakly. "I'm on my way." Under the cold, fluorescent lights, Zane lies still, his bruised face a stark testament to violence. Lena stands beside him, her grip tight on the metal railing, a silent sentinel of sorrow. Grief gives way to rage, a silent scream building within. Trapped by the sterile cold, Lena's voice cuts through the heavy air, each word a tremor of raw anger, aimed directly at Victor. Victor's smile deepens, a casual, chilling mask that belies the storm of accusations raging around him. He speaks, his tone dangerously calm. "I told you not to miss our Sunday calls." Lena whispers urgently into her phone, her voice barely audible as she reports a crime. In the kitchen, Victor's movements mask her words until a single name shatters the morning's peace. Victor freezes, his grip on the mug tightening as the gravity of Lena's words crashes upon him. At Victor's house, a police officer arrives, greeted with excessive warmth by Victor. Lena tries to intercede, but Victor quickly presents the officer with a letter. The officer accepts the letter, his skepticism palpable. A police officer stands in the living room, a letter clutched in his hand. The officer reads aloud fabricated statements, her words painting a grim picture of Lena's supposed hatred and murderous intent towards Zane. "And that's why I wanted him gone. I used the crowbar." Lena stands frozen, her face a mask of horror as she hears the false accusations. Lena cries out in denial. "That's not true. I didn't write that." In the stark interrogation room, Lena squirms under the harsh light, her eyes betraying her unease. "I didn't write that letter. I swear, it wasn't me," Lena insists, her voice laced with desperation. The police officer responds. "Miss Holloway, all the evidence points to you." Lena cries out, "But it was Victor. Hes trying to frame me." The police officer calmly states, "Victor is cooperating fully with our investigation, Miss Holloway." Desperation floods Lena's face as she pleads. "You have to believe me. Hes capable of anything." The police officer concludes, "We need more than accusations, Miss Holloway. We need proof." Sunlight floods Lena's dorm, illuminating her intense focus as she sits hunched over her desk, a pen clutched tightly in her hand. Her brow furrows, lost in thought as she puts words on paper. Around her, crumpled drafts and scattered envelopes tell a silent story of her heartfelt dedication. Lena sits alone in the stark holding cell, her body defeated. The lawyer delivers grim news. Zane is dead. Lena gasps as she hears that the bloody crowbar was found in her dorm room. A wave of despair washes over her. The courtroom air vibrates with unspoken accusations as Lena stands, her face a mask of pale resolve. Evidence of deceit unfolds. A forged letter, its ink seemingly alive with lies, and a crowbar gleams. May. Armstrong wipes sweat, his eyes reflecting the crushing weight of the evidence. In the courtroom, Victor performs, feigning concern for Lena as he speaks. His subtle manipulations sway the jury, reinforcing the prosecution's narrative against Lena. Victor's convincing performance further isolates Lena. In the sterile prison visiting room, Victor's arrival stirs the silence as he confronts Lena, his presence a stark reminder of her confinement. Victor's silence speaks volumes, his grin betraying a chilling triumph over Lena's fate. Victor leans forward, a false promise dripping from his lips. Don't worry. As long as you're in prison, he'll visit you every Sunday. Lena sits alone in the dim cell, steel bars casting shadows across her face. Her eyes are distant, lost in the echo of Victor's manipulative words. The crushing realization hits. He wanted to control me, use me like a pawn. The silence of the cell amplifies her isolation. Each tick of the clock, a stark reminder of time lost. In the prison library, Lena sits surrounded by towering stacks of law books, her brow furrowed in deep concentration. Sunlight streams through the barred windows, casting stark shadows that underscore Lena's isolation. A plan begins to formulate, a glimmer of hope igniting in Lena's eyes. Sunlight cuts through the barred windows of the prison visiting room, illuminating Lena in her stark orange jumpsuit. With eyes pleading, Lena slides a stack of documents towards Mr. Sterling, her last hope riding on fragile paper. Mr. Sterling leans back, skepticism etched on his face, but a flicker of curiosity dances in his eyes. I've been framed, Mr. Sterling. This proves it. These documents, these witnesses, they all point to someone else. Very well, we'll take a look. But, in making no promises, this could be a dead end. Thank you, Mr. Sterling, thank you. This is my only hope. In the courtroom, the new lawyer presents evidence, revealing Victor's manipulative past. Financial records expose Victor's orchestrated framing. The jury questions Victor's credibility as the truth emerges. Victor returns to the stand, his composure visibly strained under the weight of new evidence. His carefully constructed persona begins to crack, agitation building within him. He becomes defensive, his voice rising slightly as control slips from his grasp. In the tense courtroom, an unexpected witness steps forward. The witness recounts a history of manipulation and control, their words cutting through the silence. The jury absorbs every word, their expressions shifting with dawning realization. The steel door groans open, light flooding the cell as Lena emerges, blinking. Released and cleared, she steps into the sun, the prison's shadow forever clinging to her. Victor's betrayal has irrevocably transformed her.